form of Resistance Retribution for Sony's PlayStation Portable console. Dude, stop that. I don't want that right now. No. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, Resistance Retribution for the PlayStation Port... Yeah, I want to stop. As I was saying, Resistance Retribution... If I didn't want it then I don't see why I wouldn't want it right now. I'm trying to do a review. Thank you. Resistance Retribution. Resistance. On with the damn review.
After the destruction of the Chimera Tower in London, British Royal Marine Lieutenant James Grayson finds his brother Johnny partially converted into a chimera. Grayson reluctantly follows protocol regarding infected soldiers and kills Johnny, but this causes him to have a nervous breakdown and desert his troops, leading his own personal vendetta against the Chimera. After personally destroying 26 conversion centers, Grayson is captured by the British and put to trial for capital crimes and is sentenced to death by firing squad. While waiting for his execution, Grayson is visited by Lieutenant Rain Bouchard, a member of the European mainland resistance movement known as the Maquis. Bouchard offers Grayson a pardon in exchange for helping to defeat the Chimera in Europe, mostly due to his knowledge of conversion centers. Grayson is hesitant at first, but offers to help in exchange for getting his brother's jacket, when he learns Bouchard and her father are developing a serum to counteract the Chimera virus. I mean, it's nothing of Oscar caliber, but don't be surprised if you get a soft spot for James, because I know I did. Wait a minute, we gotta get one thing out of the way. Retribution is by no means a short game. For those of you with the attention span of a chipmunk, this is definitely not the game for you. The length for even the average gamer can be anywhere up from 12 to 15 hours, and there's plenty of reasons to go back to the campaign. Shoot, I wish Gears of War's campaign were as long as that. Anyway, there's a trophy-like system in which you can go back through certain levels to accomplish specific tasks. If you're able to collect certain items to perform specific tasks, you're rewarded with some cool new weapons. Trust me, your arsenal is by no means limited. You get a ton of weapons in which you get to keep, and you can even bring back some of these weapons to earlier levels as you please. There are plenty of returning old weapons and many new ones, such as my personal favorite, the bullseye like the laser ricochet thing, or whatever it's called. Retribution features an 8-player online multiplayer via infrastructure mode. The game offers 8-player matches with modes that include Team Deathmatch, Capture the Flag, Containment, Free-for-All, and Assimilation. These multiplayer modes surprisingly hold up very well and can get very addicting if you're not careful. It also features new characters and weapons, as well as a non-replenishing health bar. Guess they're not taking me after Halo. While playing in infected mode, Grayson wears a Spectre uniform and has glowing Chimeran eyes. Characters in the story will be well aware of the Chimera infraction, and they'll alter their behavior accordingly. He gets to use one of the new weapons from Resistance 2, the HE-44 Magnum, or whatever it's called. I'm not too gun savvy. Anyway, it fires an explosive round that can be triggered remotely, which is pretty cool. He has a regenerative health meter and no longer needs to look for health packs. He can even breathe underwater, allowing him to reach hidden areas that you couldn't reach before. Kinda reminds me of Metroid. Anyway, another whole class of intel are hidden throughout the levels. Collecting all of the infected intel unlocks plasma grenades and an expanded story. Too bad infected mode ends when you quit the game though. The whole bad thing about this thing is, if you quit the game, you have to reconnect it all the way again, which is a tedious process, but I'm willing to overlook that. The graphics are definitely good, especially for a handheld, and it's going to stand its ground for years to come. It's pretty funny, because this graphics is a lot better than some console shooters, which is saying a lot. Shame on you, Bethesda. Shame on you. If you don't like change, Retribution is not for you. Why? Well, the aiming system is designed a little bit differently. Instead of pressing buttons to lock against cover, it's going to automatically lock the player to cover when he or she goes near cover. Aim assist, as observed in Resistance Fall of Man, is also present in Retribution. Though this game works surprisingly well without a control scheme, allow me to go on a stupid rant about PSP. This is a PSP. Notice the PSP logo right over here. This is the UMD door. And this is the back of the PSP. Now, allow me to elaborate a little bit. See this switch right here? Well, you can push it up, and then the PSP back door will open up. Here's my 10 cents. You see this right here? Doesn't this look a little bit flimsy? I mean, there's so much stuff that you can just break here. I mean, it's almost like it's begging to be break. And this is my little Ratchet & Clank UMD PSP. Now, I have to put that right there in that little UMD slot. Do you know how many times I've been afraid to break both the UMD and the UMD door? Now, look at this. When I open up the PSP door, check this out. Alright, look at this. Doesn't this look the slightest bit flimsy? I mean, look at it as I'm pressing it right here. It looks so like I'm gonna... Oh. Ugh, what a rant. Anyway, the cool thing about this game is the fact that you can connect your PS3 controller to it. It feels pretty stiff at times though, but it doesn't really matter, because the game's developers intended some aspects of the gameplay to revolve around the PSP control scheme. The game will definitely kick your butt, so it's really important that you stand your ground and keep fighting. Plus, the control scheme doesn't help a lot, I know, but don't worry about it. Even though it's as stiff as Chris Brown's dance moves, you still will have a lot of fun with it. It just takes some getting used to. The 12 to 15 hours can easily metastasize to 20 to 30 hours through the difficulty level, so please make sure that you do not screw up. You have to be really careful in Resistance Retribution. One little mistake or one little slip up can cause you the game over screen. And trust me, you will be seeing lots of the game over screen.
Resistance Retribution is a game that you totally have to have in your PSP library. It's filled with twists, turns, and stuff I just don't want to spoil you with. I also want to mention that I have nothing against the Sony PlayStation Portable platform. I just think there's a couple of things about it that could have been changed. Anyway, Resistance Retribution is definitely a good game, and you should definitely pick it up. I give Resistance Retribution an 8.5 out of 10. This is Silver Saturn Studios signing off. God bless, happy gaming.